Hi, I'd like to introduce myself first of all. My name's Shona. Now, I've been working with Richard Fluke for a couple of years now. And oh wow, it's just opened my mind to different possibilities. It's so, I feel so blessed to be working with somebody who's always evolving, always coming up with new ideas, and really putting that enthusiasm and energy into the coaching process. Now, I'm actually a single mum. I live in an island in Guernsey, so it's very important to me to be able to access all this wealth of knowledge over the internet. And I find his way of coaching and his way of connecting and using the technology works brilliantly for me. So I've been very, very pleased. I have learned so much about myself. I've learned so much about how to interact with other people. I have a day job. I work as an optometrist. And working alongside Richard's coaching, it has allowed me to be so much better at that job, so much easier to interact with people. Alongside that, my enthusiasm for my complementary work, again, I think the biggest thing is he's allowed me to see that the bridge between these two disciplines can be achieved. He's allowed me to establish what my true values are and establish what where I want to be going in the future. So absolutely fantastic. Buckle up. It's a fabulous journey of self-discovery and self-worth. Been able to present to the world, been able to get myself out into the world as well. So I totally would recommend, and anybody who wants a coach, get on board. Having a coach, what does that mean? Having a mentor, what does that mean? It means the world. It means having somebody that's you're accountable to as well as yourself. But yes, been able to be on board with a best-selling author, been able to use his wealth of information and knowledge over the last 20 years of his life. I just feel, rocket fuel. So thank you so much for all your help thus far, and continue looking forward to working with you.
Hi there, my name is Jonathan Shaw, and I have been mentored by Richard Fluke now for a number of years. I first met him about 5 or 6 years ago when I was learning metamedicine, and have stayed with him all the way through when he went on to develop ACE and numerous other things. And I have to say, he has really helped me improve my business, change my way of thinking about the way I work with people, and the speed at which I can now help people. And he is one of the best mentors I have ever had. I've had many mentors in my time with EFT and different things, but Richard's knowledge is absolutely amazing. His skills as a therapist and his knowledge of a businessman and how to run a successful business is second to none. And I would highly recommend that anyone wanting to learn skills to be able to help people heal their pain or their health issues, or and want to learn how to do it in the fastest time possible, and really improve their business and start working with people and charging what they're worth, I recommend Richard totally. He is an amazing guy, and not only that, he has a great sense of humor, and he's a really honest and down to earth bloke, and he's very easy to connect with. And I cannot recommend him highly enough.
Hi everyone, I'm Aaron Church. I come from Auckland, New Zealand. Just a little bit about me is I'm a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncturist. I began my journey back in 1996. It was Tai Chi that led me into my journey of studying traditional Chinese medicine. In 2001, I jumped on a plane and went up to mainland China and did some internship training up there in a hospital for a number of years. And I've been practicing and learning mind-body medicine techniques for the past 8 years. I met Richard, although we've never met personally, but I'm looking forward to that one day. Probably, I think, around 2009 perhaps, where I started looking into some metamedicine, at which point I did Richard's metamedicine program with him. And I've always found Richard, to be really reliable and a great guy. He, has such a wealth of knowledge and experience, background with everything that he's done during the course of his lifetime. And I really enjoy learning Richard's materials, and now I've jumped into learning advanced clearing energetics, commonly known as ACE, and going through the materials there, and it's absolutely fantastic. The results that I've been finding with clients that I work with, of course, who are open to this work, are really outstanding. And it's a continual journey for me, and as I continue through that journey, Richard's right there by my side. Whenever I need something or any assistance or any help, he's just a stone's throw away on the internet. And he gets back to me, in a really timely fashion with the answers that I'm looking for. So he's a great guy and a great mentor. He's helped me a lot over the last few years, assisting me with my own personal issues that I've had, as well as coaching me and facilitating me through the ACE program. And anyone out there that's looking at going through Richard's mentoring program, I highly recommend it. Richard's going to be right there behind you all the way and fully supporting you in the background with all of his knowledge. In fact, it's really cutting edge material in which Richard is going to be delivering to you, and you're going to benefit from it so much. And across the world, there are very few people who are an open book like Richard in regard to looking at other developments and taking things a little bit further and integrating all of this material and bringing it all together and putting it into a package. So I highly recommend anybody out there that's looking at going through Richard's mentoring program. You're going to be in for a wonderful journey with lots of discoveries about yourself, and also further understandings in relationship to the clients that you might be working with. And it's just going to be awesome.
Hi, I'm Karin Davidson, and I'm the co-author of the EFT certification course books and a successful EFT and matrix reimprinting professional and trainer. I met Richard about 8 years ago while videotaping one of his trainings. I was instantly impressed by his extensive knowledge and his ability to get to the root of a client's problems. I began studying his material, and then I began mentoring with him. The amount that I learned not only helped me to better help my clients, but it also helped me improve my own health and well-being. I continue to use all that Richard taught me with my clients, my family, and my practice. I would not be the successful professional I am today without Richard's input. Thanks, Richard.
Hello, I am Algae, a master trainer in health and life coaching. And I had the opportunity to meet Richard about 6 years ago at an international convention where I figured out this is a guy who is worthwhile modeling. I did a lot of modeling in my life, and every time I did find the best person I could in order to accomplish the most in the least time. Well, this is a very important thing when you want to be successful, and Richard is a good example to follow. Richard has a method of figuring out why does he want to do something, and he can figure out with anybody why that person should do what that person wants to do, a given thing in his life. Then he figures out what needs to be done. Because, we learn a lot of things in life. You and I, all of us, learn by experience or by self-development or by going to seminars and so on. But very few people accomplish what they want after the time they invested and after the money they invested. And then the third and most important thing is he shows you how. Because, it doesn't matter how much you know. If you don't know how to do it and you don't have the right emotions behind your actions, the certainty wouldn't be there. As long as there is doubt, there is no certainty. They are opposite. In dichotomy, they are totally opposite from each other. And certainty is the most important thing that we need when we start to do something. Well, obvious, there must be enthusiasm and confidence behind it, but enthusiasm and confidence is not there when you don't know why and you don't know what you have to do. So here it is. Richard is the person, probably the best person I have ever met, who can, in a nutshell, in a very short time, figure out what do you have to do And he was able to bring value in my life because he was able to figure out or tell me in a very plastic way that if I do what I do, I will have a certain income. But if I want to have more, I will have to do some changes. And those changes will tenfold change the income. Well, make a computation, make the difference. If you make $100,000 a year and you could make $1 million, would that be a difference? Definitely it would. But in 10 years, the difference is 9 million. Well, that's a big difference. Now, I thought when I started to do this and follow his advice, I thought about it. I do it today or I do it a year later. The loss will be only $900,000, which I will never be able to recover because time went by. So if you know Richard or if you don't, I think it's a good point in your life to ask him, to get in touch with him, like I did, and gain the confidence that he's the right person to help you. I wish you a great day, and I hope that my 2 cents worth will be a lot worth in your life.